Hello everyone. Let us try to understand about the mains exam. Okay, one question that we are going to discuss today from the Indian polity area, GS2, Indian polity area, and how you should have approached this particular question. That is the important thing, and it is not only for the students who have already written the mains. It is for students who are going to write the prelims examination 2024 also. How you should prepare yourself to write this examination. Okay, that is also very important. Okay, so the question is, the constitutionally guaranteed judicial independence is a prerequisite of democracy. Comment. Okay, that's a statement. Constitutionally guaranteed judicial independence. So what is this judicial independence becoming more important here? That is a key word here. Okay, and is it a prerequisite of democracy? That's a question, and you need to comment on this. We are not saying that you can have your own viewpoints regarding this. Okay, absolutely, you can have your own opinions, you can have your own viewpoints regarding this, but those viewpoints you should be able to justify. So how can you justify your points? If you can give clear-cut answer from the constitution, then you will be able to justify your answer. Okay, the first thing that you need to understand is Supreme Court. Okay, the judiciary or the Supreme Court is considered as the guardian of the constitution, and also it is a protector of the, or the guarantor of the fundamental rights. To live in a democratic state, you know that the famous definition of democracy, that is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So live in this democratic system, you are actually electing your representatives, and they are coming to power and they are ruling us. In this system, more importance should be given to the people who are living in this country. Okay, so if something has happened to the people who are living in this country, who will be there to protect us? It is always the judiciary is there to protect us. It is the guarantor of our fundamental rights, and the written code of conduct for the entire citizens and the state is the Indian Constitution. If there is a threat for Indian Constitution also, who is there to protect that? The judiciary is there to protect that. So in order to do all these kinds of things, the judicial independence should be there. Nobody should be there to influence the judiciary. That independence they should enjoy, then only they can do this. So as an introduction, you can just say this, and now when you are coming to the body of this particular answer, you should be able to justify your answer. You need to give more points, okay, relevant points which are connected with this, because judicial independence ensures justice in the democratic society. So what are the points you can address? I'm pretty sure that you won't be able to remember all these points. So all points were mentioned in the constitution and in our polity classes, but we will not be able to recollect all this information. But if you had a proper writing practice, definitely you should be able to do that. But these are some of the points you could have mentioned. One is independence of judiciary. How can you ensure the independence of judiciary? So there are different ways in which the constitution is actually providing this independence of judiciary. One is the security of tenure of the judges, then the fixed service conditions for the judges, and all the expenses of the Supreme Court charged on the consolidated fund of India. Then prohibition on discussion on the conduct of judges in the legislatures, that is in the parliament and the state legislatures, and ban on practice after the retirement. Then power to punish for its contempt vested with the Supreme Court. Then separation of judiciary from the executive. Then also you can say that immunity from personal criticism. So these are all things that actually ensures the independence of judiciary. So that point you need to address. How can you ensure independence of judiciary? Because if this independence is ensured, then only they can work properly. Okay, now the other question is like, is it a prerequisite of the democracy? Okay, what are the points you can address here? Both the points you can take and you can elaborate here, but what are the important points you can address here? One is the judiciary is a safeguard against the arbitrary action of the state. Okay, so whenever the state feels like they are the supreme and they need to take the decisions on an arbitrary way, there is judiciary to check that. How the judiciary is taking that? They are having a power called judicial review. So judiciary reviews the laws which are made by the parliament, and Article 13, Article 32 and Article 226 of the constitution clearly describes about the judicial review and the power of the judiciary. Okay, and it also upholds the spirit of constitutionalism. If independence of judiciary upholds the spirit of constitutionalism, it ensures justice and rule of law. Okay, these are all core principles that we are enjoying, or we can see in our Indian polity. So it ensures justice and it ensures rule of law. It checks and balances the power of organs of the government state, especially the government. You can see that there are three important organs. One is the legislature, executive, and judiciary. So there should not be any kind of interference by the legislature and executive on the working of the judiciary. So that should be maintained, that should be ensured. Then only they can work, or they can effectively work in in a democratic system. Then fundamental rights. So it is there for your personal development, and also for your professional development, emotional development, psychological development, etc. So that will be protected by the judiciary. So to do all these things, independence of judiciary is required. So that is why you can approach this question in this perspective, okay, which is very, very important. Independence of judiciary is a prerequisite of the democracy. You can address from that area, and when you are addressing from that area, from that context, these justifications should be there in your answer. So you could have mentioned any of these points in your answer that will give more value to your paper. So this is it regarding this question, and in the upcoming videos we will discuss more about the other questions. And this video is mainly for students who are going to write the 2024 examination, because I'm pretty sure that they are practicing their mains writing skills, and they are practicing how to approach the mains examination. So this will definitely help you. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and you can also share it with your friends.